Hello, I'm Sophie and welcome to Simply Electronics First Impressions. Samsung seemed to have always prided itself on not only producing something to take pictures, but also trying to create products that also provide an experience. For this reason, we have seen a huge emphasis on aesthetics and style in the past. Samsung certainly have escalated such a concept with their new WB1000 digital camera in trying to provide a heightened experience than that of your average camera. Although coming in at a slightly lower price point, this new offering is meant to rival the high-end compacts such as the Panasonic LX3, the Canon G10 and Ricoh GX200. Looks-wise, it's not going for an old-school kind of look you get from other cameras in this space, instead offering the looks of a more substantial version of a modern compact camera with nice retro touches, such as the extra wedge of a grip on the front. Another is a first for digital cameras, analog-style gauges on the top displaying battery power and card memory. There is a nice vintage air when touching the sleek body, and it comes in a simple choice of black or brushed silver, as we have here. The total package gives the effect of a more professional tool than the usual compact digital cameras you see these days. High-end digital cameras in the hands of the everyday average person are often cumbersome and basically full of confusing technology. With the list of features and technologies incorporated into this camera, which we will mention shortly, you could say this is the case here. But Samsung makes a conscious effort to keep the controls well placed and everything becomes quite intuitive quite soon after you turn it on. The buttons feel solid and we like the addition of a scroll wheel, although it's rather light in feel and it helps in various navigational activities, such as changing the settings. Now, 2 cm isn't much, but the Samsung WB1000 is just that, holding within its walls a huge brainchild of expertise. It sports a 12 megapixel sensor, 24mm wide-angle Schneider lens with 5x optical zoom, but the crown jewel may have to be the sharp 3-inch AMOLED screen, which is another world first in digital cameras and something Samsung has cleverly brought over from their television offerings. Some advantages of the LED screen include lower levels of glare on bright days, as well as its 10,000 to 1 ratio bringing black levels to an even darker hue, thus enabling vibrant colours to pop like a firework display. The best part of this feature is the state-of-the-art craftsmanship of the ultra-wide 180-degree viewing angle, enabling the user to grab images often cut in half or altogether lost out of frame. Another round of features includes Smart Auto Mode, which enables the user to hold an optimizing tool in their hands without even knowing it. This interior function instructs the camera to adjust automatically to snap the best possible photo, assessing the frame and its light, depth and detailed imagery. There's dual image stabilization, which works in conjunction with the optical image stabilization feature, ensuring precise algorithms to minimize, if not completely eliminate, potentially blurry results. Typically, among cameras these days, there is a scene mode so the user can quickly pick a desired mode for optimal results. These choices include a conventional portrait, night or landscape mode to a firework display and snow. There are also some editing functions after you have taken a picture, including adding text. Taking pictures on the run can also require the need to sort your photos accordingly. The Smart Album feature offers classification of each image for easy storage and even easier retrieval by simple sorting using time and date, subject or user's favourite face. Other features include Smile Detection, which snaps a shot when a smile is sensed, Beauty Shot, which can find faces that need to clear the tone of otherwise blotchy skin, Blink Detection, enabling the camera to distinguish an eye blink, triggering it to take 3 simultaneous shots as to guarantee catching all open eyes. These small features work simultaneously with little or no responsibility from the user. Further technologies include a DRIM engine, which is a supremely smart bit of kit. It helps to enhance the photo as well as the camera's speed by reducing image noise and boosting background light, which cuts back on shadowed images when the light is in the wrong location. To the untrained eye, you may not be able to spot the difference, but it's definitely not a gimmick and works as intended. Depending on personal opinion and taste, you could view the analog gauges as something of a gimmick, but we really like this touch, adding an extra dimension to the experience. In addition, losing unintended picture deletions is a thing of the past with the camera's incorporation of a new recycle bin feature, allowing the user to retrieve photos that automatically go to an internal trash folder on the memory card. This is a great fail-safe when on the run or in the middle of family mayhem or impromptu gatherings. When shooting individuals, face detection can manage up to 11 people, so a fairly large group of subjects is possible within a simple camera frame. Video movie mode rolls in at 720p HD and also uses optical and digital anti-blur features. Before you get too excited, Just like with the competition, the movie mode is no substitute for a dedicated camcorder, but is fully capable of some nice little clips when this time calls. We've spent a limited time with this camera but can provide some impressions in terms of its image quality. We've seen an improvement against its older model, the NV24 HD, but we thought it may be slightly behind the class leaders in most situations. This camera is very responsive to the user and focusing speed is at least average against the competition. When it comes to noise, we never expected digital SLR quality, but against models like the Canon G10 or Panasonic LX3, it doesn't seem to handle noise as well, especially past ISO 400. Of course, the other two models mentioned come in at a slightly higher price point, so relative to cost it doesn't look so bad. Overall, we have a very fond impression of the camera, and we like the successful incorporation of the latest technologies. One thing we can say is that it isn't another boring camera. It genuinely moves things forward in this crowded market. If only the image quality and the noise properties were slightly better, we could honestly give it top marks. For those of you looking for the purest images, you may need to look at the competition, but for those of you who are gadget fans, you'll probably love this new Samsung. You can find more reviews on our YouTube channel page, which is updated regularly with our hands-on videos.